Welcome to the second part of top 5 smartphones under different segments, and today we're going to talk about the top 5 smartphones under 25,000.
If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do it right now by hitting the subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Starting off the list, on the 5th place we have the iQOO Z6 Pro 5G smartphone. It's a great smartphone for under 25,000, and to be honest, it begins with 22,999, which is 20,000 for the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage, and it goes all the way up to 12GB RAM and 256GB storage. It also has a Snapdragon 778 5G processor, which is one of the best processors for this price segment. Apart from that, it also has a 1080p or FHD plus AMOLED display, but the refresh rate is somewhere around 90 Hz, which is still good considering we don't get higher refresh rate on iPhone 13 Apple. Apart from that, it also has good software support with Android 12 and FunTouch OS 12 on top of it. It also has 67-watt fast charging, and thankfully this time iQOO has also included the fast charger in the box. All in all, it also has a 64 megapixel camera. It's a dual camera setup, but the main camera is 64 megapixel. Also, it has a great front facing camera which will help you shoot up to 1080p on the front part, and on the back camera you can shoot up to 4K 30 FPS. I would have loved to see 4K 60 FPS at this price, but what can we do? Also, it has 4700 mAh battery, which is not the biggest capacity, but again it has a 67-watt fast charger, so it should get you up to 50% in less than half an hour, which is a great deal. Overall, this is one of the best smartphones. That is why it stands on the 5th place in our top 5 smartphones under 25,000 segment. Number 4, we have the Poco X5 Pro 5G smartphones. I mean, manufacturers, why do you put this long names for your smartphones? Other than that, Poco X5 Pro 5G is a great smartphone. On the specs front, it comes with a Snapdragon 778 5G processor, which is again one of the best processors used under 25,000. It also has a Full HD Plus AMOLED display, but this time it is a 120 Hz refresh rate, which is great. The older one had only 90 Hz, the Z6 Pro, as mentioned in the previous number 5 spot. Other than that, it also has a 108 megapixel camera main sensor. Other than that, it also has an 8 megapixel secondary camera and a 2 megapixel one, which we can ignore it. And we also have a front facing camera which is of 16 megapixels. The back camera can shoot up to 4K 30 FPS. Again, I don't know why manufacturers don't add 4K 60 FPS, because Snapdragon 778G does support 4K 60 FPS, but again, let's hope it gets updated in the updated software with MIUI 14. Apart from that, it also has great camera. The images come out sharp and everything looks great. It also has a boxy design which looks kind of reminiscent to the latest iPhones. It also has 5000 mAh battery with 67-watt turbo fast charging, which can get your smartphone up to 50% again in 30 minutes, which is a great feature. Other than that, it also has a headphone jack, a 3.5mm headphone jack. I mean, under 25,000, it has been rare to see, and we've been happy to see that it comes with a headphone jack. It also has an IR blaster. A lot of phones do not come with IR blaster, and I personally use a Xiaomi 11T Pro which has an IR blaster, and it is a saver a lot of times. So all in all, Poco X5 Pro 5G is a great smartphone in under that segment. Or the only fact I would have hoped that it would have been better is the build quality, because it's not metal or even glass for that price, but what can we expect for under 25,000? Number 3, we have the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G smartphone. Hands down, it is one of the best smartphones under 25,000. Coming on to the specs, it has a Dimensity 1080 5G processor. This is one of the best processors for that price segment, and if you want to compare, it is kind of similar to the Snapdragon 778 5G processor, 778G 5G processor, which is again a great thing. On the display front, it comes with a Full HD Plus 1080p AMOLED display, one of the smoothest displays, one of the best displays, and it can be comparable to Xiaomi's 50,000 level smartphone displays, as it comes with 1 billion plus colors and HDR10 plus certified. I mean, that's a lot of features for that display. Other than that, it also comes with a 50 megapixel Sony IMX766 camera sensor. Now, what does it mean? It means it is one of the best, and it is flagship level camera. Supporting that, it has an optical image stabilization, which will ensure that you click good pictures and stable videos. Other than that, it also has a 16 megapixel front facing camera, which will ensure you get good quality pictures and full HD videos with great stability. All in all, this is one of the best smartphones that you can find in under 25,000. Supporting that, it also has a 5000 mAh battery with 67-watt charging, which will ensure it gets good battery capacity, good charging within just 15 minutes of charging, as it has fast charging. Other than that, this is one of the best smartphones that you can find under 25,000 because of that great display, great camera, great battery life, and that design, it is kind of reminiscent with the latest iPhones. Number 2, we have the Redmi K50i 5G smartphones. If you are a gamer and if you are looking for a smartphone under 25,000, then hands down Redmi K50i is the best smartphone. You don't even have to wait for the smartphone on number 1 list. Now, if you are interested in looking at the specs, then the Redmi K50i comes with a Dimensity 8100 processor. Hands down the best smartphone processor in under 25,000. Heck, even better than other smartphones with under 40,000 of price segment. The Dimensity 8100 is comparable to the Snapdragon 888 processor. It comes with an Antutu score of over 8 lakh. Just to compare, other processors in this price segment come with an Antutu score of with around 5 lakh. So this is close to 50% or 60% faster than those ones. Other than that, it also has a Full HD plus 144 Hz display. Yes, it's not AMOLED. That is the only reason why this smartphone is not on the first place. But again, 144 Hz LCD display is still great for gamers. On the camera front, it has a 64 megapixel camera. Also, there's this 8 megapixel camera supporting it on the secondary front, but then again there's one more, this 2 megapixel camera, which we all can ignore. The back camera can shoot 4K 30 fps footage at max. Again, it doesn't come with 4K 60 fps for some reason, I don't know. The Dimensity 800 can shoot 4K 60, so Poco or Xiaomi do include that. Other than that, the front facing camera is a 16 megapixel one, which will ensure you get crisp selfies and a 1080p 30 fps video with support. Other than that, it also has a 5000 mAh battery, to be precise 5080 mAh battery, and a 67-watt fast charging supporting it. All in all, this is a great smartphone. It also comes in different storage and RAM variants, with starting from 6128 going all the way up to 8 and 256. All in all, this is the best smartphone under 25,000 for gamers. Finally, the crown for the best smartphone under 25,000 goes to the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G. Apart from that mouthful name, this is one of the best balanced smartphone under 25,000. You might get great performance on the Redmi K50i with Dimensity 8100. You might get 120Hz AMOLED display and other features, or a 50 megapixel 766 Sony IMX sensor on other smartphones. But if you're looking for a balanced smartphone which does everything, which checks all boxes correctly under 25,000, this is the best smartphone. Coming on to the specs, the Realme 10 Plus Pro 5G, I mean, wow, that name again, I keep confusing. The Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G smartphone comes with a Dimensity 1080 5G processor, which is again great in this price segment. The star of the show is the FHD Plus curved AMOLED display. Yes, you heard that right. Under 25,000, you are getting a curved AMOLED display. Wow. If you would buy this smartphone and hands-on, you are going to love the display of this smartphone. Other than that, it also has a 108 megapixel camera, a 8 megapixel one supporting it, and a 16 megapixel front facing shooter. It also has a 5000 mAh battery, just like other smartphones under this segment, and a 67-watt fast charger included in the box. All in all, it is one of the best smartphones and one of the most balanced smartphone under 25,000. What should I say? It has great camera, great display, good battery life, and it checks all the boxes of best smartphone under 25,000. But if you are a gamer, if you are a hardcore gamer, I would still recommend you to go for the Redmi K50i. But if you are not, and if you are looking for a balanced smartphone, the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G is a great addition. So this is the second part of the top 5 smartphones segment that we are doing, and this is under 25,000. We will be doing a third part of this with top 5 smartphones under 50,000 if you have that big of a hole in your pocket. So other than that, this is your host Jonathan from Tech Teachers. Do like, comment, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already.